Hey DJ Craze, how you doing?
I'm alright.
Snežana, great
Nice
to meet you. You know, I've always wanted to know all these little tricks with scratching and that. I want you to teach me some of the stuff.
Like, scratching gets really complicated. So basically, you just grab you get your scratch sound, right? And when you're scratching, you want to like cut the fader in and out because that cuts the sound in and out. Mm-hmm. So like the simplest scratch would be like just bringing it back and forth and just going. Then you cut off the fader so you don't hear the back scratch of it, and you do it again. That's just a simple scratch. And then from that, you could just go on to like the military scratch, which is like sounds like a march. And then from there, like in the recent years, it's gotten really crazy. Like with this thing called the crab. So what you want to do is like you snap your fingers, all of them, on the fader. So you go.
Oh wow!
And that makes it sound like. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like, yeah, it sounds really fast, but it ain't, it's not really hard to do. And then there's this other one called the flare, and this one's like an illusion. It's like you're really not doing it that fast, but it sounds like you're going fast. What it is like you start with the fader on, cut the fader off, cut it on, so it's like. But it's like, it sounds like I'm going really fast, but it's just me going. I'm just placing the fader on a different.
I like the way you go from one record to another, but it all sounds like the same record. It's so
like
fast. Like, yeah. I mean, when you're putting a routine together like that, what do you look for? Like,
I just look for like nice sounds and hard beats, and I just try to like, make a different beat from them. I just try to take a sample and a drum loop and just create my own beat.
You preconceive it all before?
Yeah, you gotta plan it out. You practice it. You practice the breakdowns. You practice how it's gonna go into the intro. It's just like making a mini song, like a 1-minute song using 2 records.
And you got some of your own techniques and a definite DJ craze, like your own little style.
Like with me,
it's like. Are you known for any particular styles?
No, when I started battling, it was just like I just wanted to make a point that I'm good at everything. I'm not the best in anything. I'm just good overall. And so my whole thing was just being good overall. And when I came into the game, I think that's what separated me from everybody.
And what are the different things? You got the beat, mixing the...
Yeah, you got your beat juggling. That's when you take 2 records and you make them a new song or whatever. And then scratching, tricks.
What's all that?
Those are the tricks.
Tricks?
Yeah, those are the tricks. Those are the tricks.
And the DMC championships? How did you get involved or introduced in that?
Well, I was battling, and this one my ex manager, he told me to join the DMCs to like see if I could win, and I did the regionals, then I went to the nationals, and then I went to the world.
And you won 1, 2, 3, not 3. 1, not 2, but 3 of them.
Yeah.
How did that affect your career?
Oh, it affected it really good.
Affected it really good. Huh?
Yeah. It really boosted my name up, so it was good.
It's a great title to win, You got to travel a lot.
Yeah. Like, winning that just all over the world. I get gigs now, so it's all good.
What was your main influence, DJing? Who inspired you?
It's everybody. Like, when I first got into, like, DJing, my brother got me into it. He used to, like, do mobile parties and all that. Mm-hmm. And so, just watching him spin, I was like, I thought he was cool. I was like, wow, my brother's a DJ. And then I started buying all the videos, and I saw everybody battling and competing, and I was like, man, that's cool. I want to start doing that.
So you taught yourself just by watching? You just practiced a lot?
Yeah, I was a really lonely kid in high school. So I just stayed home and practiced, and that's all I did.
What advice do you have for young DJs out there?
If they want to battle, just stay home and practice a lot.
Yeah. What was your first battle that you did?
My first battle?
Your first battle?
I think I was like 14 or 15. It was at some club in Miami, and I won, but I shouldn't have won. It was just so funny that I was like, imagine me like this, you know what I'm saying? And everybody was freaking out. They were like, "What the hell is this kid doing?" And I started doing all the body tricks, and everybody was like, "What?"
Did you go in knowing you were in? Were you confident?
No, it was my first battle, and nobody knew me. Like, I was in the club with my friend, and we were like the youngest kids in the whole club. I was nervous.
Do you think age had anything to do with it, being so young?
Yeah, I mean, everybody was just freaking out. Like, when I first got on stage, they were like, go home, it's bedtime. I was like, oh, damn. But as soon as I started scratching and doing my thing, they were like, whoa, he's kind of good.
But also in battling, is it important to have your own style? I mean, you know, I know the technical and all of that, but what distinguishes a winner between, you know...
You gotta have your own style. You gotta be good.
And why did you win 3 times? What was it that each year that you took that home?
Well, I mean, when I was battling, I was known as the little bad boy, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, when I got on stage, I acted like, you know, I run it, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, I was on stage like, you know, just...
Bit of attitude.
Yeah, it was all attitude, and people liked it, and then I had some skill.
I suppose a lot of it is show, isn't it?
Yeah,
all that, like, what's that? Is that...
Yeah, this is the show. Oh, that little illusion stretch?
Yeah, the little...
It's all
with the feet,
show.
the toes.
Yeah.
I think I might do it with my breasts.
There's actually this girl that does that.
Really?
Yeah.
No, there is.
Yeah, but she don't battle though. She starts standing in the middle of her show. She's like.
All right. So with table turbalism, it's a turbalism. What do you see the future there?
Man, it's
where do you see it going?
It's just gonna keep growing and growing. Like when I first got into it, it was just like you could separate your Q-birds from your rock graders. Like you could, you know, everybody was like good in one area. Mm-hmm. Now there's like these little kids coming up that are just good in everything, and it's just like they're taking it to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Some of them are getting into the whole drum and bass thing. Some of them are getting into like the whole rock thing. Mm-hmm. Some of them are getting into like jazz now. So it's going in different directions.
Let's talk about your style a little bit, the dynamics that you use.
I incorporated the whole like drum and bass thing into turntablism. Mm-hmm. So like when I'm doing a routine, I like to break it down in a hip hop style, and then towards the end, just break it down drum and bass style.
Yeah, can you distinguish between like a DJ and a turntablist?
Sure. A DJ is somebody that, you know, rocks the crowd, you know, mixes, rocks the crowd. Mm-hmm. You know, that's it. With turntablism, it's like we just take it a little bit farther. You know, we try to use the turntable as an instrument. Do
you play any other instruments apart from the turntables?
I try to play the drums.
Ooh,
but I'm not that good.
Not that good?
I'm still practicing. I'll get good one day.
You'll get good. Keep practicing.
Yeah, practice. That's the key word.
Yeah. Let's talk about spinning for a while. What's important for you there when you're spinning?
When I'm spinning, it's like, you know, the vibe's very important. The crowd's very important. Selection's very important. That's about it.
Yeah, little tricks, little technique.
Little tricks here and there.
Transitions, where you're gonna go.
Yeah, you gotta know, you know, you gotta like take them on a little journey and stuff. You gotta like rock the crowd basically.
Absolutely. What do you like to spin at? It's drum and bass. Are you still doing hip hop?
Yeah, I still do hip hop. Mm-hmm. I still spin hip hop at some clubs, but most of the clubs now that I spin at, they're just like drum and bass clubs.
You get to travel a lot. Yeah. Obviously, with this line of work. Mm-hmm. How is it going to all the different countries? Is it each place different?
Yeah, it's cool. It's like, you know, I'm traveling the world, seeing everything. You know what I'm saying? There's different vibes everywhere. Like in Europe, they're really into the music. You know what I'm saying? Where over here, it's like the hip hop scene is kind of like, you know, jiggy, kind of like flossing with the whole thing. In Japan, they're really big on turntablism. It's like they don't, you know, it's like turntables out, so guitars out there. So they're really big, you know, on turntablism. And then I went to Brazil.
You went to Brazil? Yeah, wow. What was that like?
It was dope. They're crazy out there. I spent at some drum and bass club, and they were just constantly like, I was like, damn.
What was the craziest gig that you can remember for you?
I think maybe last year, Audiotistic in LA. It was me, Ronnie Size, and Storm.
Wow.
And like I went on right before Ronnie, and it's like 5,000 people just going crazy for the music. And it was just like,
the energy's great.
Yeah, it felt good. Yep.
How do you think the culture here in America with the drum and bass? Do you think they've grasped that? Do you think it's the next evolution of hip hop, or?
I mean, I think so. I think drum and bass is sped up hip hop. You know what I'm saying, with an extra beat in it. I think that's what it is. But you know, in the States, they catch everything kind of late. You know, so whoops, whoops. No, but yeah, I mean, it's catching on. It's like there's a lot of more vocal stuff in it now. So
tell me a little bit about the equipment. Oh my God, DJ Craze. This is your own little mixing.
Yeah, there's more mixer coming out on stand.
So what, you actually got together with the people that make this and gave them your ideas of how to improve it?
Yeah.
And how would you improve?
They just came up to me and they were like, we want to do a mix for you. What do you want? And I was like, all right, I want this, I want that, I want that. And then they just came up.
So what's a DJ Craze signature mix that's different to it?
It's a battle mixer that, like, you know, I don't battle no more, so I mix a lot. And it's like a battle mixer that I could use when I'm mixing because it has effects.
Mm-hmm.
They got everything your battle mixer has, like, you know, two channels, EQs, transforming switches, hamster switch for all the faders, curves for all the faders, and just little extra things like this pre-EQ thing right here. So
what's that?
You could hear yourself scratching on the headphones without letting people hear what you're doing.
Great.
Just little extra things like, you know, the headphone thing.
But, I like that. He's got like two little holes, the little one and the big one, in case
you forget, you know, when you're on the run. For the DJ on the run.
Which has happened quite a lot.
Yeah.
And what about needles? Like when it comes to scratching, are there certain types of needles, obviously, that you need to use?
Yeah.
You have a preference?
Yeah, I use Stan. You know, I'm sponsored by Stan, and they treat me really good, so I treat them really good.
Yeah.
And so I had Craze needles come out last year, and I'm using these.
You know, I just read that new equipment that's coming out by Stanton.
Final Scratch.
That with the laptop and it's all Final Scratch?
Yeah.
No more we're going to be lugging around records and CDs. You just pop
get your laptop out and you can scratch with it, you can do everything.
And how does that work? I mean, it's actually on a record, so you're mixing.
There's like a digital time code thing on the record, and you connect this little box to the mixer, and the little box connects to the computer, and it picks up whatever sound coming out of it, and it just tells the record what to be, and that's it.
Are you going to be using that a lot?
Yeah, I've been using it for like 3 months.
You've been downloading all your music?
All my music straight to the computer.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just pop it open. But I mean, you must have crashing problems.
Yeah, I mean, it's computers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, sometimes they crash, so I always bring backup vinyl, though, so it's all good. But it's great, because, like, let's say you go to a party and you're not expecting it to be something that you normally play.
Mm-hmm.
You could just have your whole collection there, and you're just like, oh, all right, it's this kind of crowd, boom.
It's amazing.
Got your record
definitely
right
the
there.
future, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. When I saw it, I was like, this is Back to the Future shit right there.
Are you making?
Yeah, I'm starting to make beats right now. I just got all this equipment like a year ago, so I'm still learning.
We got it all on?
Yeah, still learning. There's a lot of buttons. I'm just used to these 2 buttons.
And are you playing with a group now?
No, I have a crew called the Allies. We're all turntablists. We've all won like a lot of titles, and we're just throwing our battle, doing a magazine, just trying to keep busy, making beats.
Good. Yeah. What are your new projects? Just
me and Infamous, one of my crew members, we're working on some experimental hip hop type stuff. Then I have this record coming out on War. It's me and this guy named Push Button Objects. We're doing a hip hop thing. I'm gonna start my drum and bass label.
Oh yeah.
Like next month, yeah.
Do we have a name for that label?
I think it's called Rugged Recordings or something.
Rugged Recordings.
Rugged. But yeah. So trying to keep busy.
Do you enjoy performing live?
Yeah, I love it.
More than the studio?
No, I love that too.
You like that too?
I mean, it's a different vibe when I'm here trying to make something where, like, when I'm spinning, it's just like, I'm just trying to, you know, make them have the best time.
Good to have the balance between the two, yes?
Yeah, because, like, when you know what people like, you could put it into your music and it works.
It's great. Well, it's been great chatting with you.
You too.
Thank you. You going to leave me with a trick?
You
gotta leave me with a trick.
I'll scratch a little bit.
Gonna leave me with a trick. You make it look so easy.
All you do is fast it out. Just go.